So we shall start. So we shall start right now. Okay. Let me start by sharing my screen. Okay. So again, very good morning and selamat berpuasa to all my Muslim friends and colleagues. I hope all of you can hear me clearly. Okay, if you can hear me clearly and then can see my video and can see my slides, tolong comment dekat chat box. Please comment the chat box. Okay, fantastic. All right. So that is good. Okay, so please keep your chat box open at all times. So welcome back. We are back again after, I think this is our third year with IIUM. We've been doing this for quite some time now. So we are back for 2025. I also took the pleasure of sharing the class in other groups as well. So I shared in UKM, UITM, and UPM groups. Okay, those were the groups that I already finished the classes, but some of you who never joined, I think you guys managed to join today lah. I also think I shared in my personal groups as well. So, okay. So I think we have got quite a good turnout. Before I start, I would like to quickly check how many of you are from IIUM tapi belum join our IIUM WhatsApp group yet. From IIUM, please let me know in the chat box if you're from IIUM tapi belum join, haven't joined IIUM WhatsApp group yet. If you're from other universities, you already have your own groups. Okay, so you don't need to join IIUM group. If you mistakenly join, you can leave the group because you all have your own group. Otherwise, you'll be getting too many messages from too many groups at the same time. So if you're from IIUM or if you're from other universities, apart from IIUM, you mistakenly join IIUM group, you can leave the group. You have your own groups, okay? So if you're from IIUM, then this is the WhatsApp group link. Okay, so all the classes that we conduct with IIUM will be shared in this group. Okay, this WhatsApp group. I think that is the one. Yeah. So you can take a quick 2 to 3 minutes to join this IIUM WhatsApp group. If you're not from IIUM, don't join this group. Okay, you have your own groups. Nothing to worry. The class, I will do classes for every group, so you don't need to worry. So let's take a quick 2 minutes to join the groups. IIUM. Okay. Okay, so we can see students are still joining, so I let them all join first. So again, this particular link is only for IIUM group, only for IIUM students. Okay, so while everyone is joining, let me give a quick update on what we're going to do this year, 2025. So we're starting in March, so fast March already for this 2025. We are going to focus solely on literature review, okay? Usually I'll conduct 4 classes per year. Hopefully this year, the time will permit to conduct 4, or at this minimum, we will be doing 3 lah, all right? So last year, we managed to do a lot of classes on chapter 1 development and publication development also. So we did class on proposal overview, and then we did chapter 1 development. We went through introduction, background, problem statement, RORQ, how to develop all of that. Very detailed. I provided all the templates also. We also saw the do's and don'ts of AI. I shared that a lot also. A lot of people actually gave a lot of feedback that, they actually saved themselves from any trouble, and they know precisely when and how to use AI now and how to use their own intelligence also. So I'm very glad for that. This year, we're going to do more or less the same, but we're going to go one step further. I'm also bringing in Google Scholar into the picture. So we're going to explore my template, ChatGPT, and then Google Scholar. So we're going to see how we're going to use these three combination to have a better development of a proposal, thesis, or publication, and so on. And this year, we're going to fully focus on literature review. Okay, literature review chapter, that means chapter 2. So whatever repeated this year, whatever I'm sharing this year might not be repeated for the next 2 years. I'll only come back to literature review after 1 or 2 years only. Okay, so whatever you're going to listen today, please focus yourself. I won't repeat again unless the class is repeated in other universities, and then you'll be able to join. Other than that, if you're never able to join after this for this first class, then will be only you can listen to it after 1 or 2 years. So I would suggest you to give full focus today. Okay, so today's topic is going to focus on literature review template, which is the template I've designed in combination with ChatGPT 4o, premium one, and Google Scholar, free ones. So free, paid. I don't know whether this one, free ones, how far it can perform. That I don't know. You can explore yourself. But for me, this is the three combinations we're going to explore today. So we're going to come up with a magical combo, and also I'm going to teach you how to do persona prompting. Last year, if you guys remember, whoever joined my class, we spoke a lot about funnel prompting. Funnel prompting means you go from broader case and then you gradually narrow down. This year also, we will have funnel prompting in conjunction with persona prompting. So I'm going to modify the prompting a bit more. Okay, so I hope that is clear. And this seminar is purposely made informal. It's not a formal seminar. Formal seminar, I think you guys have enough of that already. So this is very informal. So feel free to ask questions. Don't worry if you're going wrong or if you don't know, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to teach. Okay. All right. So I think most of you know me already. I'm Dr. Thava. I think some of you are probably some of you joined my previous classes. Some of you following me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. I hope I've shared enough information and helped you through your journey. So I don't want to go through this slide. This is us, Proofreading by UK PhD. This is my organization, and this is our CSR program that we do with all universities in Malaysia. We provide free knowledge in a very cutting edge area, in a very, very important key area. All right. So today's class that I'm going to teach is very, very unique, that you can use it across the board. You can use it for your thesis, for your publication, for your analysis, for your proposal defense, viva preparation, for your thesis to journal conversion, because literature review is everywhere. And it's in every segment of your research development. And I'm also going to show you the importance of language delivery as well. Okay, so with that, I want all of you to be keyboard warriors. Okay, keyboard warriors for good things. So keyboard warriors to ask questions, to discuss, to chat for a knowledge purpose. Okay, so before I start, I will always share all my free classes. Okay, in case if you guys don't know where to find these classes, I have about 132 classes on my Facebook page. Okay, a full playlist of classes. If you guys don't know, I'll be showing you where to go and find these classes on various topics of thesis development. So please let me know if you guys know where these classes are, how to find it. If you don't know, let me know in the chat box. So I will show you where to go and find these classes if you guys are interested. Each of it are about 1 hour length, 1 hour plus, and so on. So you can let me know in the chat box, or if you already know, then I'll just go to the next slide. Okay, so all of you know already. So let me go to the next one. Okay, these are all the free templates that we provide. Okay, all the free templates that we provide. For the first time ever, I have arranged according to the segment of thesis development. Okay, so templates for individual area. So we have templates for full thesis development. So this is quantitative, qualitative, and mixed method study. Okay, then these are links for all the databases link all over the world where you can go and download thesis for free for reference. This is chapter 3 template. This is chapter 1 template here. These are all chapter 1 related template. All of these we went through last year. This year we are going to focus mostly on chapter 2 template, starting with this particular template. All right. These are all proposal defense and viva templates related to those. These are all systematic literature review templates. All right. So Just now the Facebook, I think most of you know already, so I'm not going to show that anymore. Do you guys know where to go and download these templates from? If you know, then I'll skip this also.
No, actually.
No,
Okay,
doctor,
all
I
right.
do not know. Hello,
It's
doctor?
okay. You can just mute. You can just respond in the chat box. Don't unmute your mic. Try not to. All right, just respond in the chat box because it will disrupt the flow of the class. Okay, so for Telegram, sorry for this, I will this particular link. So you can take this link. Okay, so all right. So before I share, it came already. Okay, all right. So that is the link. All right, that is the link. Once you open up the link, this will open up. Okay, this particular page. This is like a super link to all my social media sites, my notes portal, Telegram, and so on. So once you arrive here, I've given the link. You can click the link. Once this opens up, okay, you can click this button. All right, this is the subscription button. Fill up your email and subscribe. Okay, so that any new updates, you'll be notified via email. All right, so you can click the button, fill up your email, and subscribe for your own benefit lah, if you want to. Okay, then down here, you can find our TikTok channel. I would suggest you to open this up. There's a lot of information I share on this. Very, very useful information. So if you want to follow and like, you can open this up. And down there, you can find all rest of my resources. These are all the free classes that I mentioned earlier. So for those who don't know, you can click this button. It will take you there. Nonetheless, okay. So that is the classes that I mentioned earlier, but I think most of you know already. And then all the free notes of previous classes. You can find all the notes here. You can download most of it from here. This is all previous classes. Then YouTube and Telegram. Now we go to Telegram. Telegram is where you can download all the notes. Okay, so we open up this. So you can join in here. So we are almost hitting 17,000 members. I don't know what is this spam. So let me just remove this. Okay, so here is where you can find my notes. So I'll give you all about 1 to 2 minutes to join into this Telegram group. You guys can try. Okay, so if you guys have joined already, excuse me. Okay, so if you guys have joined already, let me just close my WhatsApp. Very distracting. Okay, so these are a lot of discussions will go on here. People ask a lot of questions and answers. It's a very huge community. Okay, why we have two different sites? So you might thinking why I have WhatsApp group and I have Telegram, because of the functionalities, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately as well, because you have too many platforms. So once you open up these templates, see, these are shared for quite some time. So on WhatsApp, it'll expire, unfortunately. Tapi dekat in Telegram, it won't expire. Okay, it won't expire. Arif, you can join via this link. Okay, you can find all the links here. I don't keep the separate links. I just link everything to my page only. Okay, so no problem, no worries. So let me tag this for you guys. Templates for IIUM. Okay, then you can download all the templates. So if you scroll this through, let me show you. You can find problem statement, SLR template, theoretical framework, abstract, critical literature review, database. This one is what we'll be using today. Literature review summary, this particular template. Okay, so you can download all of that there. Then let me see, where is that? So then you have all these SLR sample papers that we personally recommend. These are the papers that we have worked on. We have proofread, we have coached the papers and so on. So we know these papers quite well. SLR sample papers if you're writing journals. Okay, then I can also suggest a systematic review template. You can download from here, SLR template. Then you can also download Prisma diagram. These are all Prisma diagram, Prisma for SLR. Okay, so enjoy, have fun. All the templates are there. For Instagram later, you can WhatsApp me. I can share the Instagram link as well. Okay, I don't have it on me right now. You can check with me later. I'll probably later add on to my universal link. Any chance I could download books, research method related books in PDF for free? So far, I don't download books really these days, but if I come across, I'll definitely share. Okay. Maybe soon I'll try to find some resources on that also. Okay, so with that, thank you very much. I've already shared the Telegram group. I believe you guys joined already. Make sure if you come to this link, subscribe here. Thank you very much, Siti. Okay, jom kita start class. Okay, so all the resources shared already. For those who don't know where the Facebook classes are, you can still find it in the link tadi, eh? Link, you can. Let me share again. Okay, so here is the link. The flow automatically open, eh? Okay, here you go. So let me close this. I've shared the link already. Okay, so we're going to cover very, very important and unique stuff today. Okay, so we're going to look at topic selection and scouting, all about research gaps, literature databases, hands-on paper crunching. We're literally going to go through ChatGPT to read a paper. After paper reading, what is next? So you guys might be thinking, I'm just going to upload a paper and then ask you to read. I can do it myself. Why should I watch this, right? Actually, no. I'm going to tell whatever method that you guys are doing, if you guys upload to ChatGPT or Perplexity or whichever platform you guys are using, the whole paper, and then you just ask them to read the paper, right? That is completely wrong. That is completely and utterly wrong to do that. So want to know the right method? I won't say, yeah, I would say the right method. Stay until the end. I'll be giving you all the prompting to you guys, okay? And later on, I'll be sharing that as note, okay? Okay, so we can skip this. Let's go straight away here. This is topic selection steps, or more like title selection steps. I'm not going to go through all, sorry, this is too steep. I'm not going to talk about, the negative part of it. Okay, so I'm going to completely skip this. Let's be positive today and we go with the yes today. Okay, so first of all, when you go into a topic or title of a PhD or segment that you want to focus on, you must always remember whether is it a topic of your interest and relatable to your situation, or is something that your supervisor give to you. Whatever situation it is, remember you only have 3 years. Okay, you only have 3 years. In that 3 years, you must do what you can do only. Okay, and don't do too much and don't do too little. When you say too little, how to know too little? If your thesis or your research question objective looks like a master's thesis, that is too little. You can compare yourself. You can look at master's thesis and then you can look at your RORQ. You can have an idea already. Okay, so anyone tells you your research looks like master's, then you go and compare lah. That's the best way for you to find out. When I say too many, too much, when you have too many instruments, too many questionnaires, too many interview scripts, too many methodology to conduct, too many countries to go to, too many organizations to reach out to, too many experiments to do, you don't have enough resources, don't have enough grant funding to help you, don't have enough knowledge center. All that you need to evaluate so that you don't do a PhD that is going to take more than 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Sometimes we overpromise, we overcommit. We want to do something so awesome, right? And then so ambitious, we want to do it in PhD. Actually, most of the ground finding, most of the important contributions are done after PhD, not during PhD, including Einstein himself. Most of his findings, most of his papers, the important ones, were done after his PhD. So always remember what the mentors had done and do what is sufficient for a PhD. How to know? You already have thousands and thousands, millions of theses out there for you to look at. From that, you can have an idea how much actually you need to do. Okay? All right? That is how I did myself as well. So I don't know what is enough for PhD. So I go through all the theses. I study through all the theses. Okay? Then, let me just write that down also. A good point. Okay. So once you already have something in mind, yes, then you go through goals. Okay, does it meet your goals or not? If yes, okay, if you don't have any goals, you like, okay, I just want to finish my PhD, fair enough, move to the next step. Some people have a lot of goals. They say, no, this one must be done in this way. Okay, see whether it meets your requirements or not. Okay, then the next part, we go here. Okay, unique and novel. Okay, unique is important, uniqueness, tapi novelty is something that novelty is something that very hard to define. Okay, very subjective. Okay, very subjective, because some people will have different perception towards novelty. As long as you feel there are enough contributions in a PhD, that's completely new stuff you're going to do, not simply take one framework and then put it in another region and call it PhD. It doesn't work that way. That is completely, some people accept it, but that is a very, very poor way of doing PhD, if you ask me. If you're going to take something and apply it elsewhere, make sure you have some certain contribution modification to that framework so that you have adoption and you have optimization done also. So this part AI can involve. It can help you this part. Okay, not here, but here. This part, it can really help you. How? I'll tell you later. I'll show you later. Then in terms of truly new contribution or not, Google Scholar has to help you there, not AI. Okay, this part, you really need to believe in Google Scholar. So this is where people are slowly moving away from Google Scholar in a very, I would say, which is going to give them very, very bad impact towards their study. Okay. When you stop using Google Scholar, that means you are losing out on accessing a lot of journals out there, a lot of literature sources, and you're limiting yourself to what AI is giving you only. That is dangerous. Okay, that sets a very dangerous precedent. So that's why I say you must have AI and Google Scholar so that you don't miss out on anything. You're securing yourself. And then you start your engine. Okay, so how to do this step by step? This is usually how the steps are done. So, of course, you pick a topic, okay, that you badly want to find an answer. You bring in ChatGPT, Google Scholar combination, okay. Why do I say ChatGPT? This one is something I want to share also lah. Okay, so all of you here today, 200 plus students, okay, and academicians, when you go to LinkedIn, when you go to Facebook, when you go to Instagram, when you go to TikTok, you keep seeing people suggesting so many AI tools. Sometimes you feel irritated. They have a diagram and then they'll say writing 5 AI tools, proofreading 5 AI tools, literature review 10 AI tools. How many AI tools are you guys going to use? How many are you guys going to pay for? Do you guys feel a bit overwhelmed that you are confused, you don't know which one to use now? Is anyone facing that situation? Be active. Please respond in the chat box. Okay, anyone having that problem or getting confused, don't know which one to use, why got so many, overwhelming, irritated sometimes? Yeah, because I don't use it. Even I am feeling that. Okay, I'm like, ayo, how many lab students going to use? Why got so many options? Why people overselling things? It's the same crap only. To be honest, the same thing only. You use Perplexity, use ChatGPT, use DeepSeek, all this. Outcome almost same only. It's not going to give you some extravagant magical things for you. People think only Elicit and Consensus can do literature matrix for you. ChatGPT can do literature matrix for you. Okay, why I always suggest ChatGPT? There is a reason behind that. So don't get over. First of all, don't get overwhelmed with so many people telling you so many things. Why? Kenapa banyak sangat? Dr. Nurul, very true. Because they all make money. Okay, it's all money centric. I have more than, I think, 310 or 320,000 followers now. Okay, across board lah. Facebook 170 plus, Instagram about 6 to 10,000. Then Scopus AI definitely very good. I agree. Okay, I agree. But even Scopus AI also backend will be using Open AI. So let me just come to the story in a while. I will explain to you why. Okay. Then between TikTok, about 83,000 followers, many people come and propose to me to promote their software. They are willing to pay very high money. Jenny AI willing to pay me about 1,850 USD, which is almost 10,000 ringgit. But I turned down. I don't want. Okay, Space, Site AI. Tadi ada satu lagi yang baru, a literature review tool also. They also approach us to propose many tools. Lead Map also approaches. We don't want to do because none of it is safe enough to promote. Like what Delarina said, I have tried ChatGPT, kena hati-hati juga. Semua ni kena hati-hati juga. Okay. Some of you using Chat PDF, AI PDF, all that can be done in ChatGPT, Perplexity, DeepSeek. You don't need so many tools. You know why? Let me explain to you. Okay. So this is Open AI. Okay. Open AI. Then this one is Perplexity. Then you have DeepSeek, DS, DeepSeek. Okay. Senang lah. I use acronym. Okay. This is Open AI. This is DeepSeek. This is Perplexity. This is cloud. Okay, cloud. A lot of people know this, right? Okay, so these are all major AI providers. They are not service tooling providers only. I know this quite well because I create my own tooling from these AI tools. Whatever Jenny AI or Site AI doing, actually you can build your own. Let me show you some example. Just very quickly, a bit fun, a bit lah, knowledge can. So this is my ChatGPT 4.0. This is my own tool. Okay, I just play with the stuff. I create my own tooling, my GPTs. Okay, so if you go into this, you can see this is my GPT, AI proofreading platform, AI writing platform. Okay, we're still optimizing and doing stuff and so on. So this is what most of the other tools are doing. They use the brain from OpenAI, or they don't use DeepSeek. DeepSeek is still new. Not any tools will use this. They are still very, very raw. They might be using Perplexity. They might be using cloud. They might be using OpenAI. Majority of them use OpenAI. OpenAI is ChatGPT. Okay, this is ChatGPT, Copilot. Pernah dengar Copilot kan? Copilot, ChatGPT. This one all coming from OpenAI engine. Okay, this is the first layer. These are AI providers. Okay, AI designers. They invest billions and billions and billions of dollars to build data server farm. Server farm data centers, and then they build their own algorithms, artificial neural network models, and all those things. Okay, these are the first layer providers. This is important for you to understand before you go and buy anything. Then down here you have Jenny AI. Okay, you got Jenny AI, you got Site. Okay, lepas tu you got SciSpace. Okay, then you got Lead Map. Semua lah, Consensus, Elicit, all these guys are tool providers. Okay, they design the tools for you by using the brain here. Most of them use OpenAI. Jenny AI, I know for sure because I've spoke to them. They use OpenAI and cloud. They share resources. End of the day, if you guys are worried that ChatGPT is doing wrong, to be honest, all of them do wrong. All of them lie. All of them give fake information. And when they give fake information, when these guys micro-tooling from the actual source, you think these guys don't give fake information? The brain is still the same. It's coming from here. They're just designing different functionalities from this main AI tool, main AI brain. So if the concern is validity and reliability, it is across the board. That is what we call AI hallucination. Okay, remember this word, AI hallucination. Okay, it is not a bad thing, but it is a detrimental if impact for research. Okay, yes, hallucinated. Dia macam on drugs lah. Okay, but they have to hallucinate to be able to create information for you. That's why ChatGPT or any AI tool will tell that please counter check the information all the time. Hallucination is their DNA. This is computer science guys. I've spoken to them, the design wise and so on. They always will provide bogus information. They will provide hallucination, fake information, and so on. And that layer of problem comes down to all of the tools. All of the tools have the same problem. All of the tools have the same issue. Okay? So before you guys start using any of it, always remember all these are connected here. So you don't need so many different tools. Don't look at people listing down everything because they're getting paid for listing down all of it. They get rich, they get shares. I don't really do that because I can tell you that you don't need all of that. One tool, ChatGPT, is more than enough. Okay? Sarit. Yeah. So, okay. So OA, OpenAI, DeepSeek, CL is cloud. Okay. CL is cloud. And then, okay, bukan RP, PR. PR is perplexity. Perplexity. Okay, I dah buat video on perplexity. You can check TikTok, how it's hallucinate. I've done video on DeepSeek already. You can check. Cloud, not bothered lah. Okay, OpenAI, ChatGPT, I dah buat banyak. For my evaluation, and I've done all of this. I've tested all of this. Just stick with one only lah. Don't need to pay so many, to be honest to you. All of this comes down to how you want to prompt. So that's why I'm going to teach you how to prompt today. If you prompt well, one ChatGPT is enough to do all of it, whatever you want to do. But again, like what most of the students and academicians say here, so here they say Scopus AI is good. Again, Scopus AI also is using OpenAI or cloud and so on. They don't build their own server farm. It's too expensive. They cannot, no resources to build. So you still have to be careful. Okay, but they're optimized for most Scopus lah. AI tools almost as many as references now. Yeah, but you need to check because they cannot access all the subscription-based journals. You need to really double check. You double check Google Scholar and see, you will know. Okay, DeepSeek, I already did video already. ChatGPT versus DeepSeek. DeepSeek, I think the results are more or less the same, but it's still very raw and very slow. Very raw. It's not, it doesn't have the finesse. Okay. ChatGPT has given me false results a few times before when looking. Actually, all the AI will give you false results. If you really look deeply, it will give you one. Okay, so yeah, the rest all okay. Yes, server problem as well all the time. Yes, OpenAI is ChatGPT. Okay, so I've explained that part. So that part is clear, so don't get too confused. Now coming here, that's why to avoid that fake information problem is where we bring in Google Scholar. Okay, that's where Google Scholar will do its part lah. So it's a good option so that you don't use fake information. And then you need to choose keywords for your research and related terms when you're going to do search and literature review. This part you need to optimize. You need to understand what exactly you're going to use and stick to a certain keywords, a certain search string that you're going to reuse in every platform so that it's always apple to apple comparison. Okay. And how to build search strings? You need to use Boolean operators, and or not. A lot of people don't even understand this anymore because they simply go and search in AI only, and then they're ending up with limited papers. They might think it's a lot, but I can tell you it's only maybe 10% of what Google Scholar will give you. Okay, that much I can tell you lah. All right, so once you have searched for all the papers using Boolean operators, proper search term, proper keywords, proper search string, you already fix your keywords count and so on. Then you look for problems within the limitation of study, future study, or assumption taken in research papers. That is the first step. Okay. Subsequently, you can also read review papers. Review papers are very, very good. You can look at systematic scoping or narrative reviews. As long as you can find gaps, and then go for latest 3 years. The newer, the better. Okay, the newer, the better. Then from there, finally, you can read empirical. Empirical papers, you can only read after you hit certain stage, after you hit a certain level of understanding, because sometimes you won't understand analysis and so on. So that's why I put that as the final step for you to, for you to study. Then finally, you triangulate this information, and this information so that you know exactly what is going on in your research and will be able to formulate credible problem and research gap. Or you want to upload all this information onto ChatGPT or any other AI platform that you guys use, go ahead and use. No limitation whatsoever. You want to use, you use. Whatever we're comfortable with, we just use it. I'm comfortable with ChatGPT, so that's why I use that to teach. You take all this information, you upload, and then you prompt lah. Okay, these are all the information I've gotten. Please go through all this and give me a research gap. What do you think? Tapi once the flag give you, is it true or not? How would you know? You also need to read. Then only you can be 100% sure whatever the flag telling is sensible or not. Okay? Okay, now I want to go into finding a topic based on this paper. Let me open the paper. Okay. So this is the paper I'm going to go through today. Okay. Just one moment. I'll come back to this paper. Okay. All right. So this is International Journal of Information Management. Okay, from Elsevier. This is going to be our seed paper. Okay, our reference paper for our experiment today. Okay, on reading papers, how to use Google Scholar, ChatGPT, and so on. Okay, so this paper focuses on information system capabilities and firm performance. Information system capabilities means everything that is software centric that you use in an organization. How does implementation of all the software centric, all the software stuff, all these AI tools, whatever lah, okay, whatever that comes as software tools, how does it improve firm's performance? Okay, how does it improve firm's performance? So opening the black box through decision-making performance and business process performance. So the study is focusing on how the introduction of decision-making performance and business process performance as mediators will improve information system capabilities and firm performance. Okay, someone is noisy now. Let me see. Okay, let me mute. Okay, all right, better. Okay. Okay, so information system capabilities and firm performance. So we're going to insert decision-making performance as mediator, and another mediator is business process performance. That's what this paper is focusing on to. Don't need to worry about understanding the full spec. I'm just telling you in a very simple manner so that you can understand the preview or the information about this paper. When we go through later, you'll understand what the response are from ChatGPT and so on. Okay, seed paper is something very, very important. First paper that you're reading to go into this particular area. Seed papers usually will have a lot of citations, will be the key opener for this particular study. And from there is where you start developing all other literature. Okay, that seed paper is the first paper that will connect you to all the rest of the papers that will be related to your study. Okay, this seed paper is unavoidable as a literature in your thesis. You could have one or two or three or 10 seed papers. That is all research related or research driven judgment. Okay, I'm just telling one. It can be 10, it can be 20. Okay, all right. No, seed paper is not reviewable. Seed paper is a paper that will open up doors. Okay, that will tell you in future what you can do. Empirical paper also can tell you future what you can do, but that is the paper that have done a very, very important work in your own area that you think, okay, from this point, what I can do next. Okay, and that particular paper usually have a lot of citations. It can be review paper also, right? Yes, correct. That's what I'll be teaching today. Okay, all right. So, okay, clear? So now, how to decide which one is seed paper? Those are the criteria I mentioned earlier. Lah. You can go based on, if I look, it will be like the first most important paper in that area. Like example, this is the first paper that brought in decision-making performance and business process performance. So you are going to introduce new things after the decision-making business process. This is the important paper. Lah. So whatever your contribution is going to be, what you're aiming at, that seed paper is what going to start you off, and from there you will start moving towards. Okay. What is it? Scoping, scoping, narrative, SLR, all that. I think we'll do another class. Okay, not today. We won't have enough time. Even this, we won't have enough time. Okay, but nonetheless, I think IIUM will have the recording of last year's class, Mohammed. You can try checking with the graduate school. In that class, I already explained the differences between these. So you can go and try to get the recording. Okay. All right. Thank you, doctor. All right. So this is clear. Now let's go to ChatGPT. Okay. So this is 1.1. I already created ChatGPT for my class 1. I have two different prompting, two different segments I'll show. So I upload the paper. Like I said, you don't need AI PDF, you don't need Chat PDF and so on. All that you can, if you're paying, you can just keep it. You can just focus using, not ChatGPT. Some of you might not like. If you ask me, I don't trust any of the AI tools. If you think only this one having problem, this is the list of the problem. Okay, most of other are not optimized, even worse. Okay, from my experience lah. So you can actually upload paper here and read it everything from here. So you don't need other tools to go with. And by the way, I'm not getting paid for this ChatGPT. Okay, they don't need to pay. They're already very famous. All right. So that's why I believe them, because they're already very famous. They got a lot of data. Okay, they got a lot of data. They already scrap. and they're already trained already. So they are like the front runner. So if I want to use something to help me in my 3 years, 4 years, 5 years journey, I would use the best tool that is in the market. Okay, I don't want to take the risk. I don't know, to be honest, Amar. I don't know whether free okay or not because I don't use free. It's if something going to help me to teach people, I rather not use the free. So I rather use the premium to get you the best information. Okay. All right. So I upload the paper first. I ask, this is what we call persona prompting. Persona prompting means we are making ChatGPT as the person facing the issue. Okay, so I'm making ChatGPT as the person who is facing the issue. We call that persona prompting. If you were to refer to this paper, what are the new research scopes can be created based on this paper? So this one is topics and so on given by ChatGPT itself, based on the knowledge base that the fella has. Okay, so then the fella give me all these options, extending the model to other emerging economies, industry-specific studies, longitudinal study on IS investments, artificial intelligence, impact organization culture, blah, 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 blah. So many different ideas, right? So let's look into some of the key ideas. And how do we use ChatGPT, Google Scholar to verify that? Okay, so then we go to the slide. Okay, I just take 4 ideas first. Okay. First, the first said extending the model to other emerging economies. Okay, so that means the study focuses on firms in Turkey and emerging economy. Future research can explore how IS capabilities affect firm performance in other emerging markets such as India, Brazil, or Nigeria. Okay, by the way, India, if research done comprehensively, if you do the homework while you're reading, India, Brazil, all done the study already. Okay, they have already done similar studies already. So there's nothing new that you can add more variables and go there lah. First, it's already done. Second, you cannot simply take a framework and just apply in different country. You apply India, you get 1 PhD. You apply Brazil, you get 1 PhD. Apply Malaysia, you get 1 PhD. It doesn't work that way. You take a model, you need to see what you can expand the model into. What other theoretical contribution is going to come into place? What are the new variables going to come into in order to complement the theories? And then how does that apply to your local context, say Malaysia? Okay, say you want to look at the most developed region, you want to look at Selangor, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, why this particular region, all these variables usable, and what else you need to add for local context, for local sentiment as well. So you need to look at different perspective. Don't simply just take them, just because ChatGPT is saying it, don't take the model, plug in, write the paper and expect it to be published, or write in your PhD thesis, expect it to become a PhD. It won't work that way. You need to do your own work also. Okay, so don't take exactly what any AI tool is telling you and just apply. This is where our human intelligence need to come into play. All right. Then industry-specific studies. Okay. So this one is telling the study takes a broad approach covering multiple industry. Industry-specific studies such as healthcare, manufacturing, this is a good idea. Okay. You can take firm performance, information system firm performance for a specific sector. But even specific sector also, again, you need to still modify your framework. I'm just giving you ideas how you can think out of the box to create new topics, new ideas, and so on. Even if you are doing your PhD already, how can you look into different segments to write more papers if you want to? Okay, so this is good. Again, you cannot just plug and play your framework. Excuse me, you cannot just use it as it is. The IV, same mediator, same DV. You need to modify according to your context. That is where your research gap will come in. Okay, so maybe decision-making performance or business process performance might not be suitable for healthcare. You need to bring in something else for healthcare, let's say healthcare sector. Then you bring it those, you justify why this particular framework cannot apply as it is. That is new idea. That is new angle of looking things. Okay, now these two are very, very good ideas. Okay, longitudinal studies on IS investments. So they are bringing in sustained IS investments. Okay, sustained IS investments. Then they are bringing in artificial intelligence. These two ideas are pretty good. Okay, pretty good. But again, if the flag gives you the idea, you don't simply take and start working on it. Start, making it as your PhD title and go on and, work on it. You have to understand any AI tools are being trained with existing data. Okay, and whatever the flag gives you data, it could be just the flag paraphrase back, and assuming that it's new, the flag just give it to you. It's your job to go and find out whether these studies are actually new or not. actually completely novel or not, never done anything before, because the way that he's telling here is never done before. Artificial intelligence, emerging technologies, and so on with information systems. Okay, now how to find out? We go to Google Scholar. First step, we look at sustained IS investments. You see here? So we go to Google Scholar. Okay. We go to advanced search. I've already done the search, but let me tell you what I did. You click this burger button, you'll open up, you go to advanced search. This is the easiest way to search in Google Scholar. Okay, so I want firm performance, it's already there. I have information system, it's already there. These two keywords, I'm not going to change. The third keyword I'm going to bring into this study is sustained investment, as proposed by ChatGPT here. Sustained IS investments. Okay, that is my keyword here. So I search. Okay, once I search, I can filter according to the years. If you guys are not using Google Scholar, just giving a bit of basic functionalities. These are the filtration you can do. And from this, you can find out whether were there studies done before or not on this particular keyword. Okay, sustained investments. Okay, economic investments, telecoms, information and communication systems, and so on. So, okay, this is very old. Here you go. Information systems and internal organization, okay, which is a firm, and sustained investments. In 1992 itself, there was a study done on sustained investment and information systems already. So if you're going to do it now in 2025, it has to be something very, very substantial. Okay, so you know for sure that it's not new, as what ChatGPT claimed. It's not new. So this is where your own intelligence has to come into play. That's why I combine it with Google Scholar to investigate whether this is really new or not. I really want to know. This is the pathway to go or not. So if I go down further, I can see procurement of IT consulting services and firm. So IT consulting services, which definitely uses information system, as you can see here. Firm specific characteristics, performance is one of it. And they already talk about sustained investments under empirical research. In 2006, itself done already. So is it really new, whatever AI tells you? Not exactly. Okay, but what it does is it opens up a door for you. Okay, whether how you want to go through that door, it comes down to you. If you want to blindly, any platform is the same. Okay, it's like I told you, it's all connected back to the same brain. Okay, and the brain thinks the same way. Why? Perplexity, Open AI, DeepSeek, Cloud AI, whatever the main AI engines, they all use transformer network. You can go and study about it. Transformer network. They all use artificial neural networks. Their job is to give you information looking like it's making new, but it's quite intelligent. Just that the flow will hallucinate a lot. The flow will lie a lot. Okay, so you need to make sure that the flow not lying to you, and that's how you find out. Look at this. Many papers have done already. So let's say if you take up, you don't search any of this, you just go, start writing proposal, get all the related papers, and you start claiming sustained investment as the new approach to go. And then examiners come and throw these papers. Look at this, sustained investment done already. How is yours new? This is where you need to do this step. Okay, this is a new step I'm teaching you. Okay, so you can see a lot of papers here. So then you might be thinking, then what's the point? Now, that is where snowballing comes into place. Okay, snowballing. Just as someone asked me. So means we have to, Afshar asked, so means we have to go through other papers that cited seed paper. Yes. This is your new path, right? Let's say this is what you want to do, sustain investments. So you go to the individual papers, okay, that are quite strong, like example, like this paper, conceptualizing and researching of adoption of ICT, information systems, and the impact on socio-economic development. Sustained investment is there, business is there, and so on. So let's say you want to look into this paper. You have studied, the paper sounds similar, let's assume the paper sounds similar. Sustained investment already studied already. What do you do next? Okay, from here, you can immediately click this. Okay, this particular button. Have you, any of you, tried this button before? Any of you who are using Google Scholar tried this button before? For those who are yes, we know, okay, you guys know what is going on. For those who know, okay, many of you have done before. Fantastic. That's called snowballing. Okay. For those who never done before, a lot of no's are coming as well. You click this. Okay, it will take you all, let's say this paper was published in 2016, already done sustained investments. You want to know what, wait, and then you want to know what do I do next. Okay, so from there, what do you do? Very simple. Click cited by, go in from 2016 until 2025. What had been done? This is what had been done. Okay. Now you can either download all of these papers, throw it into another AI engine if you want to, and then go through the whole process again, and then come up with new idea. Or if I were you, I would take this all and study it myself because I don't trust it. Okay. If I were you, that's what I would do. So I already did one layer already. I told you, right? One part I would use AI. I used already. The next part is Google Scholar. I did already. Now I have end up here. So I know this is my path I'm taking. Okay. So example, let me just show you a mind map. So I started with IS and firm performance. Okay. So from there, I have came down to sustained investments. Okay. And then I found out that they are not actually new. All right. Not exactly new as what ChatGPT has claimed. So what I do from here, I do snowballing. Okay. I do snowballing. And then I get a lot of new papers until 2025. So it is now my job to go through all these papers and see where sustained investment have gone. What else is coming new? Okay. Then I will go into that, pick up the things that I want. I want to create a path for me. Then I go into my new research gap. Okay. So that is how I would conduct a research. With the help of AI and Google Scholar, I would be able to come up with better judgment. Okay. Similarly, for artificial intelligence, this particular idea here. So this is artificial intelligence. I've also shown you how to use advanced search. So we go to artificial intelligence now. Same thing, apple to apple comparison. So we used exactly the same way of firm performance and information systems. But for exact phrase here, we use artificial intelligence. Okay, so then we search. Similar result as well. I can tell you a lot of artificial intelligence and firm performance already done ready. Okay, and very recently also. So we have 2020, I think we have one 2024. This one is very obvious study. The role of artificial intelligence-based management information system in driving digital transformation, enhancing organizational performance, firm performance lah. Okay, firm performance. So this paper already done. So from here, you can start thinking, what else can you do? Okay, so it's done already, AI, but in what other perspective you can do? So can you take this and go on healthcare part, or I go on government policy part, or I go on different perspective and organization? I bring in other elements to complement. This is how you design your path, lah. Okay, and this is how you do your search so that you don't end up with wrong information from AI. You go through Google Scholar, you look at all the related papers, and then from there you start doing snowballing. This has a lot of, you are seed paper, right? This is the kind of seed paper I look at always. Influence of artificial intelligence on firm performance, the business value of AI-based transformation projects. You see, 1,053 citations. Just now, a lot of questions they got, right, from many of you. How to decide on seed paper. This is one of the, usually I have an eye for this. I look at this. This paperwork got so many citations. Let me something interesting is, say example, this one, 2021, 2020, only 1 year difference, only 229 citation. This one got 1,053 citations. These business intelligence capabilities and firm performance and study in China. So it's very confined, while this is very general. So I want to go down this path. I want to see what happened. So how to know what happened? Click this. From here, you can know as latest as 2024, what happened. Where are we heading towards? Okay, from there you can judge better where is your topic heading. Okay, so I hope I don't want to spend more time on this, but that is how you do it lah. Any questions? Any questions? Any doubt? Any comment? Okay, thank you, Saiful. Thank you, Doc. Thank you. Upload the paper. Yes, yes. First part was you upload the paper. Correct. That's right. It can be more. Can be more. C paper can be 1 or can be 10. Okay, all right, jelas Kaina? Okay, fantastic. All right, so you guys are all following. Do we need all the paper in the cited by? Up to you, Zeng. It's your research. Only you know. If I were you, I would read. Because if I never read something and if my examiner ended up reading that, and if I never cover that paper and if they actually did 60% or 70% what I did, that's going to be a problem. Okay? Boleh, boleh. Nak cari instrumen boleh. This is a very good way of searching. This is how normally I will search. Last time I don't have ChatGPT lah, but I'm just using ChatGPT to show you how to use AI. If you ask me, like if I want to be honest with all of you, I don't need to use AI also. Don't need. Okay, you can just go straight to Google Scholar. If you now use Google Scholar, it's actually very, very powerful and it's free. The best part is free. All the thing that you guys need to do, which I understand a lot of people don't like, is reading. I also don't like reading. But I ended up reading about 1,200 papers in my PhD because that time got no AI. So I had to read all of it on my own. But it actually strengthened me during my Viva. I knew what was going on. Okay? Betul, doctor. Betul. So, you can, if the paper is not related to you, you can just read the abstract and move on. But sometimes very, very essential information will be in just one line of a paper, which might not appear in the abstract. That's the part that you'll miss out. So if you ask me, can I skip? I would say, yes, why not? But do you lose out? Yes, you might. Okay. Writing part, I think you can ask AI tools to write. You can see how the flow writing. Don't copy and paste lah, because Turnitin AI is going to be very, very high, and you don't know whether the flow writing the true things or not. You see how the flow write, and then you can sort of mimic and see how you can go from there. If you read the papers, then you will only know that the AI will give very shallow information. True, very shallow, very shallow. Actually, guys, AI has already hit its saturation point. Kalau you guys all remember masa COVID tu, okay, during COVID, we had a lot of cryptocurrency issue, okay. We had a lot of cryptocurrency issue, a lot of, with Bitcoin, there came NFT, there came, if you guys know NFT, like NFT, then you have, apa tu, Ethereum, meme coins, Dogecoin, a lot like this, a lot of coin, a lot of people put a lot of money, a lot of people went bankrupt. The NFT now you cannot hear at all. Then suddenly all the cryptocurrency went quiet. Only Bitcoin is there. Same thing happening now. Too many AI, saturating. People already realizing this is not really useful. This is not really as what all the Wuha people workshop all claiming you guys pay 100, 200 ringgit to go for the classes, end up, hey, it's lying all the time lah. Why you guys overselling it? So same feeling lah. Okay, all right. So I thought I was not the only one who did not like reading. No one likes reading, not many lah. Okay. So me too, but what to do? It's the game that we choose. All right. So now from that, you guys now know already, okay, this is how I find my topic. This is how I do my search. This is how I do my Google Scholar, all of that. Now, what kind of gaps I can find? Okay. Types of gaps you can look into always. You can look for evidence gap. Evidence gap is something that when you have contradicting finding. This will say A, the fellow say B, but both doing the same thing only. Then that is evidence gap. Then empirical gap is the usual study that never did experiment before. Then you go in and do the experiment and you try to cover the empirical gap. Knowledge gap is more for education, where you create co-curriculum, you create a pedagogy and so on and so forth. Those are all mostly knowledge gap. Methodological gap is you completely focus on creating new method, like who came up with the first quasi-experimental method, who came up with the first mixed method. That is all methodology gap. Okay. Then theoretical gap is the most common one. Okay, we all build a quantitative model if it's social science lah, or we do experiment. If you in science area, we do mathematical derivation, also theory, and then we try to implement that theory in real life, and then you social science use questionnaire, collect data. Science guys, people like, you know, when I was doing PhD, I derive my mathematics and then I go and build my experiment. I run experiment. I try to fulfill whatever I derive. Then that is my method of fulfilling theoretical gap. Population gap is more for policy study. Okay, more for policy, more for qualitative study and so on. Okay, so those are the kind of gaps. Okay, to get these gaps, I've already taught you citation analysis just now, how to do snowballing and so on. That is basically citation analysis. Content analysis, I'm going to teach you after this how to use persona prompting. I did one earlier, but that is more on finding ideas. The next one will be about reading. So I'll go into that. Meta-analysis is something that I don't think you need to look into. It's very complex. Systematic reviews is very good. So this one I taught already. This one I'll be teaching later. Systematic review is basically you reading SLR papers lah, to come up with. They already propose many ideas. You just pick it up from there. And then whatever empirical paper that you read, you look at their future research and limitation. These are all methodologies for you to find gap when you do literature review. So you already know now how to find new ideas, how to use ChatGPT, then how to combine that, or any AI lah, okay, then how to combine a Google Scholar, how to do snowballing. Once you're doing all this, what kind of gaps you should look for. It can be one gap or multiple gaps, multiple types of gaps. Then how do you actually go deeper? These are the steps: citation analysis, content analysis, meta-analysis, systematic review, future research and limitation. Okay, so that is how I can put all of that in one space. Okay. Citation analysis also, if most of you know, when you just now I taught you about snowballing, right? There is also Google Scholar PDF reader. Okay, Google Scholar PDF reader. So do you guys know Google Scholar got PDF reader? How many of you don't know? Okay. If you don't know, never used before, it's actually quite good. Okay, so, and free, free. The best part is free. So you can click this video. Okay, on my TikTok, I already taught you what you can do. Quite some time ago, no, this one. How many views I got this one? I forgot how many views lah. Okay, anyway. This is my TikTok channel. So let me share the video to that Google Scholar PDF reader. That is the video. This is the link to my TikTok channel. Okay, so I leave that to you guys for you to go through later. Okay, so you can use this for citation analysis. Content analysis, later I'll teach you the AI way, but there is also manual way, the old school way. This paper will teach you that. I'll share this note with you. They will teach you persistence, acuteness of research gaps in entrepreneurship education, but this one you can forget lah. You can just see their method, a systematic content analysis of previous reviews. You can see how they've done it. Okay? Okay. Yeah, betul. Okay. All right. So now, very, very important steps, okay, going into all this content analysis, research gap finding, all this process is to define these two areas, okay? Step 1, step 2, okay? These are the total 12 steps consulting framework that we normally, I normally strictly follow whenever a student approaches for coaching and consulting. This framework I developed about 5 years ago. I follow this very, very vividly. Okay, no, very, very strictly, not vividly. So always I would recommend to all the students, whenever you start writing a proposal, write 10 pages proposal first. 10 pages proposal will have your RORQ, will have your problem statement, will have your introduction background, will have your literature review, your framework, your theory, your methodology, all of these composed and packaged very nicely in 10 pages. Okay. Once your supervisor approves this, okay, or they want to know more, that means you are more or less on the right track. Okay, that is a very bad smiley face. Okay, like that. Okay. Then only you move to chapter 1 to 3. Even chapter 1 to 3, while you're researching and you're moving forward, don't write 1 to 3 at one go. Don't do that. Very dangerous. Okay. You do chapter 1, get feedback from supervisor. The feedback from supervisor is very, very, very crucial to know that you're on the right track or not. Then, whatever corrections, comments you get, improve it, go to 2. Similar process, finish 2, send out, then go to 3. When we coach any students, this is what we do. Get feedback from supervisor first. See whether you're on the right path or not. Because no matter what it is, end of the day, your supervisor is the director of your study. You must always remember that, whether your supervisor is very helpful or not helpful, whatever that, all that we can leave aside. But this is the actual truth. Okay, so we need to go step by step as a student, develop concurrently with supervisor's attention. Once you settle this part, everything will be clear for you. Your entire confusion cloud will open up. Okay, I have seen students who reach towards the end and then go back and redo their chapters 1 to 3 because they never did this carefully and very well. Okay, they have seen a lot of problem because of that. Okay, so after that, you can do proofreading, whether you want to do it on your own, Grammarly, you want to hire someone, turn ChatGPT, up to you. But remember, ChatGPT or any other software now is increasing or treating AI, so you need to take extra care with that. Okay, after that, you see this part here. This is a key. This is a killer part, your journal requirements. I believe most of you need to publish at least 1 to 2 papers to finish your journey, or if you have a KPI. So, if you are in your PhD or master's journey, start writing your paper very early. Nowadays, a paper is taking anything from 6 months to 1.5, maybe even 2 years to get acceptance. Too many journals. No, too many people trying to publish and there are very little journal to go around, unfortunately, because Scopus dengan Web of Science have kicked out a lot of journals from the indexing. A lot. Monthly, they're kicking out. So when they kick out very little journal in Scopus and Web of Science, so you are competing with a lot of people out there. So it takes time because you see rejection. It takes time. It's a very complex process. Okay. So I always advise start your systematic review, conceptual review very, very early, as soon as your chapters 1 to 3 good to go. Okay. This is a very good strategy to convert your proposal into a review paper, 1 or 2 review papers easily. Okay, easily. Then from there, go through your mock defense, finish your defense, go to proposal defense. Okay, mock defense preferably with your supervisors. Okay, we also coach students during defense, but preferably with your supervisors if possible. Finish your defense, finish your defense correction. Don't skip your defense correction. Don't. That is important. Don't skip. Because whoever your internal examiners are, they will usually come back as internal examiner during your Viva. One of them, usually. Okay, so they will normally check back. So please make sure you address all the corrections. And some people after this part, they'll take break. They'll go 1 year break, 6 months break. Don't. When your momentum is there, you need to continue. When the fire is burning, okay, when the iron is already hot, you need to bend it. Don't wait until the flow cool down. Then you lose your mood, you'll slow down. Don't. The momentum is there. You just keep firing only. Every engine must fire. You need to keep moving. Okay. So once this is done, go to your data collection phase. Okay. Finish your correction, then analysis, finish your chapters 1 to 5 integration. Okay. Usually students will ask me why we don't write 150 pages of proposal. What is there to write 150 pages in a proposal? You will be repeating the same literature for 1,000 times. Okay. Then it will look very, very can you imagine watching a movie for 3 hours without any story? You're just sitting there and like, why am I even sitting here? That's how your readers will feel. Okay, so don't give that feeling to other people. You'll get very bad result in your defense. Okay, I've seen recently, just very recently, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think about 3 weeks from USM. Okay, student wrote 140 pages of proposal, completely scrapped. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, the examiner was Prof. Ramaya. Completely scrapped. He showed me the examiner response. Okay, he don't know what to do. Then he came back. He came to me to ask for advice. What am I supposed to do? I look at it. I asked, why you write 140 pages? He said, I just write only lah. ChatGPT is there. I write only lah. Don't even know why he was writing. So, maximum 80 pages is good enough. Even that is long, but it's good enough. Because once you get your result, you'll have better idea on how to expand your chapters 1 to 3. That's what it's done here. All right. Then you can extract more journals, say, if you want to. This proofreading phase, I would always suggest hire a human being. Because a human being proofreading, when they are reading, they will try to understand what is going on. When you don't hire a proofreader who only read for grammar, you hire a proofreader who actually reads the topic, reads the content and say that, hey, this one doesn't make sense. Okay, this one doesn't work this way. Okay, so you need to hire that kind of proofreader. Okay, this one, I would strictly say better not use software. This you need a human touch before it goes to your external Viva, external examiner. You need people to tell you this doesn't make sense. This part I don't understand. This part, this portion better not be here. Those kind of things. Okay. Then, of course, prepare for your mock Viva. Your Viva is here. And do all your corrections after your Viva. This is the entire journey. And whatever I'm teaching you today, the skill to do literature review will be conducted throughout the whole journey. Okay? Now, this is the entire, whatever 12 steps I've told you, this is the entire process flow. But now this one, we keep it for the next class. We'll go through, not have enough time today. And how do we normally coach students? We go on coaching mode, comprehensive coaching, which includes we will guide, provide whatever literature materials that we find, and we will review after you write the material. And another mode is consulting mode, full consulting mode. See how we can, teach you very, 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 very vividly. Okay, more concentrated. Okay. Publication, these are some of the papers we recently coached and see how long it took to get publication. See, this is as of last year, okay? First paper systematic review took about 1 year and 3 months. Very good journal, Cogent, Taylor and Francis. 7 rejections before the student could get it into this paper. Every papers before submit, we will tell them whether okay or not, whether suitable or not, right? Then, this is my own paper last year. Okay, I co-wrote with Dr. Herol and also Prof. FE, UMT, UPM, and few other organizations. Q1 Impact Factor 10.8, Web of Science, SEIE, Scopus, Systematic Review, 3 rejections. Took us almost 2 years and 2 months to accept. So I'm not telling this for others. Even I face the same issue. It takes time. Okay. So then another good example, this one is a very good example. This is a rare case. We got 0 rejection, 9 months to acceptance. Okay, JMIR, Web of Science. Then this one is a Scopus paper, UM student, 2 rejections, about 11 months. So typically it takes anything from 6 months to 1.5 years. Web of Science takes longer. Scopus about 1.5 years, plus minus. Okay, now going into literature databases. Okay, so before we go into this, let's take a quick 5 minutes break. So all of you can recover. Most of you are fasting. So take a bit of break, recharge a bit. Then we come back in 5 minutes to continue the class. Okay. I have submitted my research article in Journal of IIUM since January. I'm still waiting. It's normal, Rabia. Not IIUM only. Any journal is the same. They got too many papers now. So I would say January is still too early. If you get respond very fast, then you should be very thankful. Okay. Sharjah suggest good free journal publication. In the science is okay. Emerald is okay. Elsevier, Taylor, Francis, most of them are free. Sage free. Okay. All right. So let's come back in 5 minutes. You guys recharge a bit. And then any questions you guys have, you can ask me. So I think here right after this is our, okay, right after this is our prompting ready. Okay. So you can have a look at this. Any questions you guys can ask. Let's take 5 minutes break. Sorry. Okay, now okay, eh? Okay, so let me, sorry. Let me repeat again. Okay, I mistakenly still muted myself. Okay, so let me repeat again, eh? Okay, so for journals, a lot of question asked on free journals. I would suggest, let me just write it down lah. Okay, so you got Inter Science. Whether specifically to your area you can find or not, that one you need to go and explore lah. But I can tell you overall, from my experience, when we look for free journal while we are coaching, Inter Science, Elsevier kebanyakannya hybrid. Okay, so that means free and paid. Then you got Taylor and Francis, you got Wiley, you got Sage, then you got Emerald, IEEE. My writing very bad, so Emerald, IEEE, IMAC. These are all the bodies or publishing houses that you can find many free journals. Okay, yeah, I think I've covered all. All right, so I hope that is clear. Okay, now let's go to databases. Where to go and find your journals, apart from all the AI tools, right? So we think AI tools is very comprehensive. Let me ask you all a question. If you think those are comprehensive, why most of the journals you cannot read for free? Okay, you still need IIUM access to go and read Elsevier journals, Taylor Francis, Wiley, and so on. You still need IIUM access to go and read a lot of journals. If you need access means AI tools also will need access to read those journals. When they cannot read, normally they won't suggest. Okay, that's where you will miss out largely on very important high impact journals. So that's why Google Scholar is very important. Google Scholar will show you all the related journals that you're supposed to read. Okay, it depends how you search lah, right? So Google Scholar, Scopus, Web of Science, these three databases, never miss out when you want to go and search for journal. Use your AI, it's fine. Okay, but to satisfy yourself and to secure yourself, always go and search in these databases. These are all additional databases. If you want, you can go to, but these three are the major ones. Okay, and all of these will end up connect to these three. Okay, they all will come. I've also given template in my Telegram group with all the live links are there. All the links are given. Okay, it's all there. So you can go and access from my Telegram group. All right. So got so many databases, same like AI tool, right? So many databases. Which one to use? Okay. They will all connected to these three. Okay. Google Scholar, Web of Science, Scopus. All right. You can find all of them here. Okay. So I hope you are clear. So make sure that you always still read papers in these three databases. Okay. Now, how to search in Scopus? How to search in Web of Science? If you're not sure, you can go and watch my videos. Okay, in my Facebook playlist study, you can go and find it. So Arkam also asking for a link. Let me just quickly share. Okay, so this link will take you to all these classes and Telegram group as well. All right. So these classes, if you go and see, I've taught step by step how to search in Scopus and Web of Science databases. These two are the key and the most important databases that you must always read papers from. Why that is the case? Why you must read Scopus and Web of Science papers? Because Scopus and Web of Science are not journals, they are indexing bodies. They will maintain the quality of the journal so that you are reading actual paper with actual empirical results, with actual literature review and so on. Predatory journals usually won't peer review properly. So you don't really get proper good quality papers. That's where Scopus and Web of Science plays a huge role. Now, recently, Elsevier Helion, very prominent. Even I have published my paper there. Okay, Q1 Web of Science, but now no more. It got kicked out from Web of Science for time being. They are under investigation. That is how they maintain the quality. Okay. Why? Okay, another question. Why is it important for you to have high quality papers? Why not I just read everything and do literature review? Who cares lah? Depends on what kind of person you are. If you eat, when you eat, you're very particular of what you eat. You don't eat food from food that falls on the ground, you just don't take and eat back, right? Because it's unhygienic. Same. What you put into your thesis is, or what you put into your literature review is what your thesis will become. If you want proper high quality, exactly like halal status. If you want proper, good, high quality information going into your thesis, then you need to go into this kind of databases to look for papers. Okay, all right. AI don't have that restriction. They will give you all the good one and the rubbish all together. You must be able to justify, rectify, and analyze and get the right papers. Okay, so now that part is clear. We know how to find paper. We know how to find topic. We know how to use ChatGPT. We know how to use Google Scholar. All of that done. Now we go into how to read the paper. That's the final segment of today's class. So this is my guideline when I want to read a paper. Okay. This is my literature summary template. You can also download from my Telegram group. Excuse me. So in the literature summary template, you have title, authors, introduction, theory, variables, methodology, analysis, findings, potential gap. These are the key areas you need to always summarize a paper. I've done the seed paper. I've summarized it here to give you an example. Now, how do you get this kind of information extracted? Okay. How many of you here upload a paper onto AI platform? Okay. One whole paper you upload into AI platform and you just tell the fella, summarize the full paper for me. Tell me this, tell me that. Summarize the full paper. How many of you do that here? Nothing wrong with that. Huh? Just tell me how many of you do that here. Yes, doctor. That's excellent. Okay. So once you do that, how sure are you the fella is giving you? Because a paper is like 20 pages, right? Like this paper, this particular paper is about 15 pages, 15 pages. How sure, and the fella give you like in one page only. How sure are you everything is there? Or everything that you need is there? That is the dangerous part. So what I would suggest, if you really want to use AI to read, this is only if you want to use AI to read. If you want to read it yourself, then you don't need to worry. Okay. I read it myself. I don't use AI to summarize. Okay, until now, I'm still writing papers. I still do research when and when I have time. I do my own research on AI and so on. I actually read it myself. But for you guys today, I don't want you guys to risk yourself by doing that approach where you just upload through there. You ask the fella to summarize, can? I don't want you guys to do that. That's very dangerous. So that's why I came up with this. Okay, this is ChatGPT persona prompt engineering for paper reading. We read segment by segment, section by section. We don't read the full paper. Okay. Yes, Dr. Nurul. I also have a lot of trust issues. I don't trust. I ini memang old school. Okay, very, very old school. And I prefer to be old school. Because I don't trust these tools and I feel that they are really, really trying very, very hard to chuck down the AI into our throat and make sure that we use it. Good or not good, they are forcing us to use it. They are brainwashing, while we know it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So that's why I came up with this to make sure that you guys are doing it in the right way. Okay. But even this, you will find a lot of discrepancies. You'll find a lot of hallucination. You'll find a lot of misinformation, a lot of information missing also. Okay, but these are the steps. I will share with you this later after all the class finish. We will make it as a note. We'll send to you. So later, don't forget to register yourself. Okay, later the organizer will share the link again. Register yourself so we can email you the steps. Okay, I've already built the steps for you. Okay, so let me go to the actual excuse me, actual class. So 1.2. All right. So let's go to 1.2 now. Okay. Again, I upload my paper. This is important, eh? So give your full focus here. Okay. So here, if you are carrying out a PhD thesis, would you consider the attached paper as a reference? If yes, what are the quality criteria do you consider? Tadi, you guys remember, right? I talk about Web of Science, I talk about Scopus and so on, kan? So here, that is the first thing I ask. I don't just upload and ask to read. Why? I want you guys to practice. I know I will do it myself. Okay. But for those who are very much into I don't want you guys to do the wrong way. Okay. So you must always check the quality of the paper that you guys are reading. This me trying to help you. Okay. So once I ask that, okay, persona prompting, what are the quality criteria do you consider if you want to read this paper? The will give me all these criteria lah. Journal impact and reputation, author credentials, theoretical foundation, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then the next prompt I ask the FLIR, what is the journal impact and indexing? Okay. The FLIR tell me impact factor, this journal 20.1. 20.1 is very high. It's very, very good journal. It's already Q1 in social science if the impact factor is roughly above 5. Above 4, above 5 is already Q1 now. This is 20.1. That means it is super, super good. Actually, IJIM, International Journal of Information Management, is ranked #1 in its field in Web of Science. Part of the reason why I'm using it as seed paper. It's very high quality. Okay. It's like really, really diamond shaped lah. Okay. So when you cite this kind of papers, there's another thing I need to tell you. When you cite this kind of papers in your publication, okay, you got this kind of very high impact paper, and in your thesis also, your examiners, your reviewers, when they open up, they will know. They will see, hey, look at the paper. This person actually read all very high impact papers. And they know that you know what you're doing. You don't cite conference papers lah, predatory journals lah, non-scopus, non-web of science journals lah. Those, like what I said lah, you eat food that is not hygienic, okay, that is not good. Your thesis is doing the same thing now. So that's why I'm teaching you how to do it proper. So these are the measure. You need to see two important measure: impact factor, site score. This one is Web of Science. This one is Scopus. This is the secret. All right. So you take the journal. You want to verify this information again. So like what I told you, always verify. So go to Google, go to the journal website. This takes time, but it's important. Because like how you want to cook proper food and eat proper food, imagine this is your 3 years, 2 years journey. You want to make sure you do the right thing. So at the end, you can just finish without correction or minor correction. Okay. So here, 20.1 impact factor, which is true. Okay. That's what ChatGPT said. But 53.1 site score is actually not true. ChatGPT is wrong because the flash says site score 28.8. That means the flash has old data, not updated yet. This is the problem. Okay, so we all think that, oops, sorry. Okay, so 28.8. So it's always important for you to verify. Okay, so from here, and this one is very, very important. You can see the flow is indexed in SSCI, which is Web of Science, and Scopus. These two are key. When I read a paper, I want to make sure that these two exist. Or even if not Web of Science, at least Scopus. At least, minimum. Which one would you recommend? Publishing in high impact journal but close access, or moderate impact factor journal but open access? I don't care about close access or open access. That part I don't care. As long as you have grant, you have budget, your co-authors can share the cost, then my main concern would be impact factor, whether it's Web of Science or Scopus. I don't really look into whether open or not open. Okay. All right. So so now quality part settled. Clear. Now we go to the next part. Okay, now I start from, no problem, Afshar. We open up the paper now. Okay, so we start with segment by segment or section by section. We start with introduction first. So I ask the FLIR, please summarize only the introduction section of the paper. And the FLIR give me all the answers lah. Okay, so the FLIR answer is from here, here, and here. Finish. That's it. That's it. Look at this. This much only. Finish already. Okay. Now, if I open up the PDF, the introduction starts from the first page, 1 page, 2 page with matrix also, and then you go up to 3 pages, almost 2.5 to 3 pages. And I only get that amount of information. Now, that is what I will start having trust issues. You guys as students must have trust issues also. If no, then it's your risk lah. Okay. All right. So as introduction, we need to look at my key finding here is hallucination as known as fake information. So you need to tread very carefully. I know because I read the whole paper. Okay, some people really don't want to read. It's up to them, like it's personal choice. I don't want to get into that. But if you don't read, you don't know where the tool is going wrong. So chicken and egg story lah. All right. So key research gaps and motivation. Prior studies present mixed results on the direct impact of ISN for performance. This is true. This paper presents evidence gap because there's contradicting results. Evidence gap. Okay, then many studies focus on IT investment alone, ignoring decision-making and business process as mediators. I copied a chunk from the ChatGPT just to analyze it for you. Okay, so again, many studies focus on IT investment alone, ignoring decision-making and business process as mediators. This is wrong. Okay, no one ignored. Okay, can you say electric vehicle was founded like maybe 10 years ago? Before that, we were on gasoline engine. When you're on gasoline engine, okay, when you're driving car with petrol, you cannot say the creators of car ignored electric vehicle. Not ignore. They just don't need it at that time. It's not important to have it at that time. The technology was not there. So that's why ignoring is a wrong statement here. Okay. Macam kena tambah satu kerja pula nak check dia betul ke tak. Yeah, in a way, it is extra work. Save more time or not, that comes down to the users, whether it's really useful or not. Okay. So if you already know the paper, you already read ready by just having a difficult time to summarize, and then you just upload, let the first summarize, but you know already upfront the paper, what is it talking about. So then you upload, you get all the summary and you see, okay, it's comprehensive enough, the literature, and then you take and you rework it. You rework means you write it in your own context. If you ask me, that's how I would use it. I won't just upload it and then go and read the paper again. That kind of defeats the purpose. But some people have difficulty to write. Okay, some people have difficulty to write, like, how do I summarize this into a proper literature? And then you can use this kind of feature. Then from there, you can take the essential information and use it. So it's like I say, it's one person's rubbish is another person's gold. Okay, if you put it in a very nice proverb, one person's rubbish can be another person's gold. Some people might not have the ability to write. It's not their first language. They really find it difficult to write. But they can read and they can understand. So they read ready, rajin dia orang baca, read ready, and then they come out and say, how do I write this in English? How do I write this in literature? Tak apalah. I use Dr. Thava's prompt. I prompt it. I get this result. I read. I already have in my mind. I know what is going on. I read this. Okay, this macam yang ni ignoring ni salah. Okay, this is wrong. We shouldn't say ignoring. Okay, like gasoline engine and EV. That's how I can put you in a better projection lah. Okay. Then the next part is there is a lack of empirical research in emerging economies. This one also wrong. Okay, because the study already done in India, Brazil, and a lot of emerging economies. So this is not exactly true. There are many empirical research in various emerging economies, just that Turkey was not done for these mediators, alone. So sometimes AI will slash a lot of words that will completely miscommunicate the context. Okay, like when you see certain politicians say something and then we get angry, oh, why the first say that? But if you see from the back part of what he said, that part would have cut out already. So the meaning will completely change. Same problem here. Okay, so that's why you reading it at the front is important. But when you want to interpret it, you want to use AI's help to write it for you, then you need to really weed out all the errors. Okay, there you go. They have problem forming sentence, so mostly use AI to help from sentence based on my points. Exactly. So this is for that purpose. You still need to go and read. Okay, all right. So I am encouraging you to, some people actually completely don't read the paper. They just upload AI, suruh dia buat semua, and then just copy from there and paste. Please don't do that. I am against that. I don't encourage you to do that. So you read the paper, then you upload, and then you plug out all these things, and then you can know how to use it lah. Okay, all right. So I hope that is clear. So same thing. So these are some examples of how miscommunication can happen, and at the same time, some parts are exactly how it's supposed to be. Okay, all right. I hope that is clear. So now let's go to the next part. How do you prompt the next part? Actually, this class today, a lot of constructive questions, which I can sort of look at the logic of it, and I can explain to you how you can actually use it in the right manner. Okay, so very good questions today. Boleh What happened if we do that? Do what? Can you elaborate a bit more? I'm saying a lot of things, so I cannot catch up with your question. I would suggest you guys to read first lah. Okay. If you ask me, I would definitely read first. If I do a PhD now, I would surely read first. So whether you want to read or not, that is your decision to come up with. Okay. Because without reading, how would you know where the flow is going wrong? Okay. Imagine you use the word ignoring in your literature. That is wrong. You will be penalized for that. Your examiners might be very unhappy to see that word. How can you say ignore? Because he could be doing very similar research that he did not cover these mediators. You could offend other people when you say that. Okay? Because you need to remember your examiner, your journal reviewers are all in the same field. And you, when you say ignore, that means they are also not doing it. So you are disclaiming them. Okay? All right? Okay. Re-upload AI and ask AI to extract data that we need only cut and paste. What happens if we do that? Don't cut and paste. You're going to have Turnitin AI problem. And you need to make sure, analyze everything is the right information or not. Then you rewrite to your own. Then you see how the flow write, and then you reverse engineer from how the flow write. Okay? All right. So we got very little time. Let me quickly finish this. Let me give you one more example, and then we can, I will share with you the prompting. You can try it on your own. Okay. So now next part, we go here, literature review. Okay. So just this part only I'm going to show, and then we're going to move on to the next slide. Okay. So theoretical background. Okay. Okay, for second part, if you realize, excuse me, for second part, you realize I used quotation mark. Why here alone I use quotation mark? Because all journal, introduction is always called introduction. They never change. But for literature review part, they'll have different names. They have literature review, fundamentals of section, theoretical section, theoretical background, a lot of different names. Like here, they call it theoretical background hypothesis for the second section. Okay, so here we call it, if you were to start a literature review, you are telling GPT on the attached paper for a new related topic, how would you summarize the below section? So I put quotation mark, bracket, section 2, theoretical background hypothesis. And therefore give me all these answers. All these answers. Okay. Similarly, okay, before I go to that, let me just analyze this one more. Then we can skip the rest. Okay. Again, it's very short. Very, 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 very short. So that's why you reading the paper is essential, because you don't know what the flow missed out. You can see this. This is this paper from here, one page. Okay. From here, sorry. From here to the end, to here, to the end, and from here to here, and to here, 3 pages to here, and to here, about 3.5 to 4 pages. But end up, you only got this. Okay, you only get this from here to here. That's it. So I would be very worried. Okay, if I never read the full paper, I would be very, very worried. If you're not worried, then I don't know what to say. Okay, all right. So, okay, LR section is the information enough. All these are correct. Okay, all these are correct. Another round of analysis. This part here, the first say, I as human resource capability, information system with human resource capability, positively influences decision-making and business processes. Yang ni salah. This is wrong. Totally. Why? Because this is a hypothesis. The study itself is just being proposed. This is what the study is going to do. How come a literature review already got the result? Result is supposed to come in the next segment. So this is wrong. Hypothesis is misinterpreted as a real result. So that one AI can do lah. So that's why reading it is important. So this is hypothesis. If you don't read the paper, you might think it's actual results. Okay, so this is another good example. This is segment by segment prompting. Even this, you can find a lot of information wrong. So imagine if you just tell the flood, summarize the full paper. Imagine how much the flood will miss and how much of misinformation will be there. Okay. Then next part, this is the best of the best lah. This one memang salah habis lah. Okay. Role of decision-making and business process performance. Decision-making performance is key in linking IS capabilities to business success. This is totally wrong. Okay. This is not true, and very strong statement that is not true. So imagine if you don't read the paper, but you just take this statement and then you use in your literature. What will your examiners do to you if they find out? Okay, all right. No, Gemini they don't use OpenAI. They use their own Google. Gemini is Google. They have their own brain. Okay, they have their own server farm. Okay, they don't use OpenAI. Okay, Apple uses OpenAI. Apple uses ChatGPT in their iPhone, tapi Google no. Google have their own farm. Okay, farm is data centers, huge data centers. Okay, so that is wrong. Okay, so I got lots more, but I don't have the time to go through today. Okay, maybe I go through one, the results part. This one is important, so let me just cover this very quickly. Okay, so that is clear. All this prompting I'll share with you, so don't worry. Let's go to the results part. Okay. Here is the results. Sorry. I missed it already. Here. No. Sorry. Down here. My bad. Okay, here. If you were to look at the data analysis and results segment, okay, results, what were the important highlights and how can we generate new ideas from the results? See, now you realize I talk about new ideas. The introduction and literature review, I never talk about new ideas because you know why? Those segments are introducing the current contribution of the paper. It's the present, kan? Tapi methodology, results, and discussion already future. They already finished already that part. Methodology already past tense already. I already implement the method. I already got the results. I already discussed the results. So from these three segments is where you need to ask for new ideas if you want to ask new ideas lah. Okay, so this is one of the examples. From introduction literature review, don't ask for new ideas because the flow is still present. The flow will give you the idea of the existing paper. That will be completely wrong. Okay, so from here, all this breakdown given to you. Okay, I analyze this. Remember tadi, the first said in literature review, the first said decision-making process actually improves business process. You see here, decision-making alone does not improve financial performance. So within one paper, when you break down the section to read it, you will get different information because AI wrongly interpret. You see here, decision-making performance is key in linking IS capabilities to business success. Okay. Here, decision-making alone does not improve financial performance. That means firm performance lah. Same paper, same ChatGPT. When you prompt it section by section, misinterpretation takes place. Imagine if you don't do that. You just ask the to summarize the whole paper, even more worse. But the valid new ideas comes from these segments is quite good. Okay. Investigating role of artificial intelligence, tadi pun dia dah bagi. Even earlier, the flag gave already. Expanding the study to digital-first companies, you can look into this. Examining cloud and cyber security infrastructure as a competitive advantage. So these are all new ideas. Then you go back and use your Google Scholar method to counter-verify these ideas. Understood? Clear? Okay, fantastic. Same thing goes to discussion. Okay, under discussion, remember, new ideas must come from method, results, discussion. Don't ask from introduction and literature review. That's not right. Okay, that will result in wrong personification. Okay, so how to improve future research? Expand to global markets. Okay, not easy. Don't do this. You cannot go and collect data in every country unless you got millions of ringgit of backing. Use real financial data. Yes, you can use secondary data to prove. Conduct long-term studies if you have enough resources. If you are a supervisor, you can do long-term study by having batch and batch of students. You can continue the study. Investigate AI and digital transformation role. Yes. Incorporate behavioral and cognitive psychology. Very good. Okay, so these are all new segments opening up. So when you ask me how to use AI to do research, this is the method to do it. Not give the floor paper, ask the floor to read, but you don't even read the paper. And then you give the whole paper, ask the floor to create new idea. Then the floor will mix up. The floor like washing machine, like wash everything, and then you don't even know what you're getting. So you need to structure very carefully with AI, how to use the flow intelligently, our intelligence. Okay, all right. So discussion, I don't have the time to go through this. What would you like to know? So discussion is the same as result analysis study. The prompting is the same. I'll give you the prompting. A lot of misinformation also. Okay, you can see all the yellow ones. Okay, a lot of misinformation. But the valid new ideas are something that you can ponder upon, and you can use Google Scholar to go into it. Okay, all right. So with that, just now someone asked, can we cut and paste or not everything? Turnitin AI, your biggest enemy. Okay. Humanizing or any paraphrasing tools cannot beat. If you copy and paste from here, is it the right time Arkham asked the question? Okay. Rabia, it comes from result analysis. No, result analysis got different section. So let me just explain this. I don't want to rush so much. Let me explain to you one more time. So here, if you were to look at the data analysis and results, what were the important highlights and how can we generate new ideas from the results? So this is covering this part. Okay, so here, 4, data analysis and results. Okay, then, then the discussion part, we will do separately. Okay, we go here. And then if you were to read section 5 discussion, so you open the paper, you look at the section's name. Section 5, discussion. Okay, so you prompt that. If you were to read section 5 discussion, how would you conclude the contributions of this paper in all perspectives and what can be further improved? Why all perspectives? Let me explain a bit more on this. So all perspectives is basically theoretical contributions and managerial implications. So all perspectives. I wrap it up the whole thing in that section. Okay, so I hope that is clear, Rabia. I don't know. I don't understand your question, Abbas. Maybe you can repeat it. Arkam, to answer you is this slide. Turn it in AI. Don't copy and paste directly. You have to rewrite it your own. Okay. I have 2 videos explained to you guys on TikTok. Okay. You can check this out. Let me send this to you guys. 1.6 million 1.6 million views. You can have a look. Another one is Quillbot. This is undetectable AI. This is Quillbot. You can check and see whether it can beat Turnitin AI or not. My answer to you cannot. Okay, so you need to rewrite on your own. So we tried rewriting. Okay, it's part of the service that we provide, Turnitin AI. 94% one of the detection. And then this is how we I can tell you, paraphrasing for similarity index. In those days, we have similarity index. Right now, it's more Turnitin AI. No one cares about similarity index anymore. It's much easier. Turnitin AI is super, super, super difficult. Okay, we have to redo so many times of paraphrasing to beat from 94% to 0%. It's not easy. Okay, that is the service that we provide under L4. Paraphrasing, proofreading, editing, and structuring. Doctor has a question, but doctor, what if we know what to write, just that sentence tu nak kasih sedap memang guna ChatGPT? Still Turnitin AI will go up, doctor. Still Turnitin AI will go up, unfortunately. Grammarly also will increase Turnitin AI. Grammarly, if you just take a bit of correction, is okay. When Grammarly rewrite the full sentence, that is a new feature introduced last year. When full sentence being rewritten, Turnitin AI will go up. All that will increase your Turnitin AI. Okay, if Turnitin AI now got 2 categories. Okay, one, you copy from AI. That is category 1. Category 2, you copy from AI and you use AI tools to paraphrase. Both will be detected. If your journal allows, okay lah. If your university allows, no problem. So it's up to you how you want to justify. Okay? Yes, Hadi. No, that's actually the right approach. Okay? That's actually the right approach. All right? As long as AI written is real stuff, is actual stuff. Okay? All right. So after paper reading, what is next? After you read papers, create literature matrix. Let's run through this very quickly. Literature matrix. This class had a lot of questions, which is very positive. So that's why we took slightly extra time. So don't mind me for the extra time. So literature matrix, this is a template given in my Telegram group. You can check it out. These are all the authors, how you arrange the information from the information that you receive. Do you know this thing also you can use ChatGPT to generate for you? Okay, you can. So you don't need consensus LEC door. ChatGPT can do it for you as long as you know what is the right information. Okay? This is a very good example, not AI based. This thesis we coached. This is Dr. Sharifa from who graduated last year without correction. Okay, PhD. Our finest protege so far. She did this literature matrix, and that is how detailed a literature matrix should be. This is a good example to look at. All right. So this is the actual examiner's response. Okay, this one is I wanted to share with you. This is a YBhg result. Sharifa Sheikh Alwi, doctor, completed her degree without any amendment or corrections. This is the title of her thesis. Quite impressive thesis. And part of the comment from the examiner, PhD examiners, the candidate has already published substantial components of the thesis. Part of her achievement also because she has had, I think, 5 publications, okay, before she went for a YBhg. Quite good, okay, quite good. So publications are important, okay? And proofreading, the final stage is very important to use humans. You can use anyone you want. You can hire Elsevier, Editouch, many companies out there. Make sure you hire the right one. This one we did. Okay, that is the amount of, it's like almost paraphrasing. We reconstructed the writing back. Okay, and this is the comment from the examiners. The thesis is largely well written with no stylistic concerns. These are the kind of comments that will save you from a lot of heartache during your YBhg and proposal defense. Okay, so for those who are stuck in their journey, for those who are really not sure how to move forward, we provide a lot of coaching and consulting services. Okay, we provide from PhD proposal consultancy, Scopus Web of Science publications, defense preparation, proposal defense examiner response. We will teach you how to respond, data analysis and interpretation. We cover a lot of smart PLS, SPSS, the standard stuff like Atlas TI and Vivo. Thesis to journal conversion is I even do a lot of workshops on this. I teach how to convert and so on. Nowadays, not so many, don't have time. YBhg preparations. And finally, after YBhg, we'll teach them how to respond to all the comments. These are the 8 core areas that we focus on. Stylistic concern means the way they construct the sentence. That's called the structural part. How every sentence are connected. From the first sentence to the second sentence to the third sentence, how the flow of information is going. That's very, very important when you're writing. Okay? All right. So, host, IIUM, the form is not opening for registration. Puan boleh check balik for the form that they're sharing for response. All in all, AI would be good for capturing the overview of topic. However, we shouldn't copy the writing skills and ensure originality of our work. Is that right, Doctor? Yes. And one more important information before you guys go. Shaja summarized it very well. Please don't upload your RO, your RQ, your problem statement, your framework, your theory. If can, don't upload your writing onto AI. Because AI's genetics will store your response, your document. When the next guy comes along and prompt it, your information will be rephrased, like how you're getting other people's information, your information will be rephrased and given to the other people. Unless your information already published, you already finished your PhD, then go and upload. Other than that, please do not upload your information onto any AI tools. Hundreds of millions of users are using it. You don't know where you will go wrong. Okay, if I go and ask an idea similar to yours for me to write a paper, if I write the paper and publish it already, then your PhD completely goes down the drain. Okay, so be very, very careful. Okay. Tapi doctor graduate, so no problem. Okay, so here, free notes for today's class. All the prompting, I'll share with you how to prompt properly. Very soon, I'll email to you guys. And I'll also email you the paper lah. Okay, the paper, the notes lah. Okay, how to do content lists. But most important today, I give you as a gift, how to prompt in any AI. You can use this anywhere. Okay, they all operate the same. All right. So most of it like this. Okay. So with that, if I missed out on any parts today, and then you want me to explain, thank you, Iqbal. Thank you. I hope you guys learn new things today. If you want me to explain in the subsequent upcoming class in IIUM something that I cannot cover in these 2 hours today, you can go on to my Google review page and tell what I can do for you. Okay, what I can share in the next class. So this is the link. Let me share with you guys very quickly. Mana pula? Sini. Okay. So you guys can upload this. Let's not upload. Click this link. Go to this link. Click 5-star. Nothing less than 5-star. If you're going to give less than 5-star, then don't go to the link. You open the link, hit 5-star. In the comment, please write down what else you want me to show you. So the next class, we'll try to merge it together. Normally, that's how I develop my classes. I do what the audience wants. No point I do what I want again. Okay. So, okay, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. Any other questions that you guys have, I'll be more than happy to answer. Okay, so with that, see you all in the next class, and thank you very much for fantastic questions. I love the questions. I learned a lot as well from you guys. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Doctor, for the wonderful class and the meaningful. Okay, see you soon for the next class, inshallah.
Okay, thank you, Puan. Thank you, everyone. See you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.